Hello everyone, welcome to the video lecture series on electronic devices and circuits. In this video lectures, we will solve few numericals based on voltage divider biasing circuit. So our first numerical, calculate Q point values of IC and VCE for voltage divider circuit. Assume transistor is silicon transistor with beta equals to 100. So here what is given? The voltage divider circuit is given with all the resistor values and VCC supply. Transistor is given as silicon transistor and beta value is given as 100, and we have to find out the Q point values of IC and VCE. That means what we have to do? We have to find out ICQ and VCEQ values. Okay, so for that ICQ and VCEQ values, first of all we have to consider the Thevenin's equivalent resistance and Thevenin's voltage source values for this voltage divider network. So VTH, the formula of VTH we have studied in our previous session. So that VTH is equal to VCC into R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Okay, so VCC supply is given as 10 into R2 is given as 4.7K, that means 4.7 into 10 raised to 3, and R1 is 9.1K. So 9.1 into 10 raised to 3 plus 4.7 into 10 raised to 3. And when we solve this, we'll have the value of VTH equals to 3.4 volt. Similarly, we can find out RTH, which is nothing but R1 parallel to R2, which is nothing but R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Put the values of R1 and R2 in this, and when we solve that, we'll get the equivalent resistance equals to 3.1 K. So here what we have done, we have find out the value of VTH and RTH. So this VTH 3.4 voltage and RTH is 3.1 K. Now we can draw the Thevenin's equivalent circuit and we can solve further. So it is VTH, which is 3.4 volt, RTH it is 3.1 K. This is our transistor. Here our RE is there. At output here we are having RC, and this is our supply plus minus VCC. So this is our Thevenin's equivalent circuit. Now for IB we have to apply KVL in this loop and find out the equation of IB. So you can apply KVL and find out IB. I will directly write down. Applying KVL will have VTH minus VBE, that VB is plus minus VBE here, divided by RTH, that is 3.1 into 10 raised to 3 plus 1 plus beta into RE. RE is nothing but, first of all I will write down the values like this and then we will put the actual values. So it is RTH like this. So VTH is 3.4 minus VBE here 0.7. It is given as silicon, so you can consider it as a 0.7. RTH is 3.1 into 10 raised to 3 plus beta is 100, so it is 101 into RE value is 560 ohm. When you solve this, you will get IB is equal to 45.25 micro ampere. After that for IC you will have beta into IB, so 100 into 45.25 into 10 raised to minus 6, so IC will be equals to 4.52 milliampere. Okay, and for collector to emitter voltage plus minus VCE, we can apply KVL in this way, and we can write down directly VCE is equal to VCC minus ICRC minus IE into RE. Here IE we can calculate as IB plus IC, or if you take the value of IC as it is in IE, then also it is okay. So by solving this, we'll have the value of VCE equals to near about 2.91 volts. So by this way we can solve the numerical based on this voltage divider biasing circuit. Now our second numerical, design voltage divider bias circuit for given specifications. So we have to design the network, that means we have to identify the values of all the resistances present in our circuit, as well as we have to also select this transistor as per the specifications. Okay, so what are the specifications given? So VCC supply, it is given as 16 volt. VCEQ, that means plus minus VCEQ voltage is given as 8 volt. ICQ, current through this RC, is given as 4 milliampere, and beta for transistor is given as 100. Okay, and we don't know the values of R1, R2, RC and RE. We have to find out that. So with the help of available values, we have to find out all the resistances in the network. So first of all, what we'll do, we have seen that the voltage at emitter, it should be 0.1 into VCC. Okay, so based on that we will have the emitter voltage at this, that is VE, which we are getting equals to 1.6 volt, and we also having the value of IC. So from that IC we can find out the value of IB. So we'll have IBQ, which is equal to ICQ upon beta. ICQ is 4 milliampere 10 raised to minus 3 divided by 100. So we'll have value of IB nearly equal to 40 microampere. That means 40 into 10 raised to minus 6 ampere. Okay, so IBQ we have calculated here. So from that we can find out value of IE, which is equal to, either you can do IBQ plus ICQ or 1 plus beta into IBQ. You can use any formula to find out the value of IE. So after this we'll have IE equals to 4.04 into 10 raised to minus 3 ampere. That means it is milliampere. Okay, after this what we can do, we can find out the value of resistor RE. So VE is nothing but IE into RE. VE is the voltage drop at this emitter terminal, means the voltage measured at this point with respect to ground, that is nothing but the voltage across this resistor RE, and the current through resistor RE is nothing but IE. So the voltage drop at this point VE is equal to IE into RE, and here we have identified VE as well as IE. Therefore RE we are getting as VE upon IE. So VE is 1.6 divided by 4.04 into 10 raised to minus 3. So after solving this on calculator, we'll have the calculated value as 396 ohm. But we have to select the standard value. Therefore, selecting standard value of RE, and that standard value near to this 396. So near value to this 396 is 390. So 390 ohm. This is our value of RE. After that we have to find out the value of RC, and for that value of RC we can apply KVL to the output loop. So applying KVL will have VCC minus ICRC minus VCE minus IERE is equal to 0. Okay, and by doing that, or you can also use the other formula, means at collector terminal we have a voltage called as a VC, and by applying KVL from this point to this VC point you can find out the value. So if you apply the KVL, the value of RC will have VCC minus VCE minus VE divided by IC. So VCC is 16 minus VCE is 8 minus VE is 1.6 divided by 4 into 10 raised to minus 3 ampere. So here we are getting it equals to 1600, which is nothing but 1.6 kilo ohm. Therefore, selecting standard value will have RC is equal to 1.5 kilo ohm. So we have obtained RC and RE. Now we have to find out R1 and R2. So for that, what we have to do, this point, the voltage at this point is VTH. Okay, so that from this point we have to apply KVL. Here voltage drop is plus minus VBE. So when we apply KVL, we'll have VTH minus VBE minus, at this we are having minus VE. Okay, from this we can find out VTH is equal to VBE plus VE, and by putting that, VTH will be equals to VBE is 0.7 and VE is 1.6. So VTH we are having equals to 2.3 volt. So we have obtained the value of VTH. Now what we have to consider here, we have to assume that current through R1, the current through R1 is equal to I1, and current through R2 we have to assume as I2. And then what we have to do, here I will write down, assume currents R1 through R1 it is I1, and through R2 it is I2. Okay, and we know that the current through resistor R1 is near about 10 times the current through base terminal. So this is our assumption while designing. So therefore we have to assume I1 is equal to 10 times of IB, and IB is equal to how much? We have calculated IB equals to 40 microampere. So it will be equals to 10 into 40 microampere. So it is 400 microampere. So for I1 we have 400 microampere. So here we can find out the value of I2. So I1 is equal to IB plus I2. I1 is equal to IB plus I2. Therefore I2 is equal to I1 minus IB. So we'll have I2 value equals to 360 microampere. So here we have calculated current through R1 resistor and R2 resistor. Now what we'll do, we'll find out the value of resistor R2. So VTH is the voltage at this particular point. Now the voltage at this point is measured with respect to ground. That is nothing but this VTH voltage is the voltage across this resistor R2, that we have also studied during the DC analysis of voltage divider network. That's why what we can do here, this VTH voltage is equal to I2 into R2. Therefore R2 is equal to VTH upon I2. So VTH is, how much we are having VTH? It is 2.3 divided by I2. It is 360 into 10 raised to minus 6. So we have R2 value equals to 6.38 K. So selecting the standard value, it is 6.3 K. So R2 we are having 6.3 K. Now for R1, we have, it is VCC minus VB divided by I1. So VCC is 16 minus 2.3 divided by I1. I1 is 400 into 10 raised to minus 6. So it is 34.2 kilo ohm. So selecting standard value of R1 near to 34 is 33 kilo ohm. So R1 is equal to 33 kilo ohm. So by this way we can design the voltage divider biasing circuit. So here in this video lecture, in first numerical, we have seen how we can identify the Q point values, that is ICQ and VCEQ, from given values of the voltage divider network. And in second example, we have seen how we can design the voltage divider network if the specifications are given. So thank you for watching the video.